Hey guys, welcome to another introduction to one of the gods in Smite. We are going to start off this introduction with the... oh, where is he? With the Mayan god Chaac, I think. Chaac, there we go. See, he tells me what his name is. So Chaac is a warrior, and looking at a lot of his abilities, he's got a very unique skill set from some of the stuff I've encountered so far. So this should be quite interesting to play with him. Actually, even like just as a whole, he looks pretty neat. Wow, I've got a very almost Mayan themed team here with Kukulkan and Twinbots joining my team. So again, I don't want to try to rehash some of the information that I've already given about certain classes. So this, I'm going to try to focus a little bit more on just his abilities and just playing as him and kind of giving you a chance to see what he can do. So you can see him in, at least against AI, in practice, what he does and can do in a battle. So once this fully loads up, I'll take a look at his abilities. So we're going to start with his passive ability, which is Overflow, which actually is pretty neat. After 5 successful basic attacks, so that's the stipulation, the next ability Chaac uses is free, no mana cost. He's still got the cooldown, but when you're looking at the cost of some of your abilities, being able to do it for free so that you're not wasting time to come back later to go heal or restore mana is a great effect to have. So first ability he's got is Thunder Strike. So he actually throws his axe and damages enemies in the radius of where it hits. And you actually get unique abilities while the axe is in the ground if you use those abilities while it's in the ground. So we'll go into Torrent. Torrent, he spins his axe around to damage all enemies around him, but it has... and he gets damage protection against them. The other thing is that if his axe is in the ground, he'll actually leap to the axe first. So if he's not necessarily near foes, but he throws the axe first, he'll go in, dive in, and hit it. And then spin around. Rain Dance is one that he uses to create a rainstorm, which will heal him for 6 seconds, but it'll also slow his enemies. Now, if he has Thunder Strike already activated, he'll actually create a rainstorm at both locations. And his final ability is Storm Claw, or Call. He charges his lightning axe and unleashes a blast, silencing, knocking up, and damaging all foes. While he's in the air, he has 50% damage mitigation, so basically ignoring damage, and is immune to crowd control. So, not too bad. So we're going to try using all of his abilities in... Okay, so let's up that. Let's buy some upgrades. So I think he's going to be a fairly aggressive kind of character. So I want to kind of play that. So I'm going to run a fair bit of just damage, and I'm just going to get in there, do a lot of damage. Maybe work on a bit of defense depending on how my foes are dealing with me. So let's go play with Dionysus here. So let's start. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, let's do this. That wasn't too bad. So that's his ultimate ability. Oh, I just got turned to stone. So do the spin, throw my axe, and then I'm gonna slow them all down so I can. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, darn, down we go. Okay, so that's kind of a preview of his ability. So I think I need to emphasize a little bit more on actually attacking with him so I can get that free mana, because I saw my mana kind of just plummet. So, alright, physical power. Now I can opt for, here we go. So I'm going to go aggressively defensive, we'll call it, with this particular equipment build, where I'm going to focus on a bit of my physical and that, because looking at my foes, I find, let's throw that there. Oh, there we go. So that's how we can press our advantage a little bit in my favor. So let's get in here, throw the axe again. Maybe I can... There we go, we took out one. Okay, so I'm going to have to be careful. I don't want to be kind of left hanging. I'm going to have to pull back here, but I'm going to throw this to kind of deal with those guys over there. Level that up, and then we're going to heal. So I'm assuming the healing will get a little bit better as we progress. My health isn't... So let's jump in here. There we go. Shot from the hip, that's nice. Okay, it's time to get out of here. Oh, too late. Yeah, so being aggressive has its advantages, but as you can see, if you're not too careful, so now I've got cooldown reduction, so now my cooldown goes down. Alright, so that's now to 9 seconds, 13 seconds. So, something that's useful for almost any character is definitely reducing cooldown. I find some of the characters I've played so far, and as you see more of these guys, you're going to find a lot of times a lot of the weapons I'm going to pick, kind of got trapped there, are going to be characters that reduce cooldowns. So let's play a little aggressively. Let's see if I can. Oh, that's not good. All right, I'm going to throw that right there. Oh no. But attacking more often is definitely a great thing. So let's keep pressing for that defense bonus and hopefully start getting longer survival. Trying to get all my hits in, because if you look at the bottom left corner of your screen, you can see that I've got this little creature thing, and that will keep track of all the hits. So if I pay attention to that, I'll know when, oh hey, I'm good to have, you know, my free casting. I'm gonna try to get in here. Oh, no. All right. So as you can see how the purple is coming up as I hit. So now I want to do this. There we go. No, we don't want him to go home. So I'm healing at the same time. So I'm kind of okay with maybe going into harm's way a little bit more. So I'm just about to get free. So I want a free ability, so I'm gonna throw that in, and then I'm gonna attack there. So now we want to stay on Bakasura. We don't want to let him get away with causing as much trouble as he likes to cause, because he's a pretty aggressive assassin. So we don't want to give him too much room to work. I'm gonna start healing again because I'm gonna stay out here and keep on top of their assassins and hunters. Because if I do that, it makes it a lot harder for them to actively oppose my allies. And I kind of like to think of that as one of the big jobs with being a warrior, or minus dying occasionally here. Kind of the roles of the warrior or the guardian is to keep the enemy from being able to deal with your more damaging foes. Now I've seen some very powerful builds with warriors and guardians who are able to stand up, not only getting kills, but keep the enemy from killing their allies, making some battles very one-sided. A really good defense definitely can make up for a very powerful offense. So when I look at my ability use, I'm going to want to do it in ways so that when I do stuff, there, timing was good, even with being frozen. Timing my ultimate so that it provides the best benefit for my team. And then I don't want to let him get away again. So since I'm healing, I don't mind taking that bit of damage, because look at that. I've pretty much gained most of it back. Now I'm going to get ready for these guys to come in and play. Good timing by Ymir to keep them from being able to cause me too much grief. Now I've got a couple of guys here that are in a bad spot. I'm going to come in aggressively and strike, and maybe get that guy. There we go. So there's a way to be aggressive carefully. I guess is the best way to put it. You know, definitely warriors are maybe not my favorite class. I'm definitely more of a hunter or mage. If you see some of my actual plays and let's plays, playing actual arena matches against other players, you'll find that my hunters tend to do the best, with mages very closely second. So my defense is pretty good, so these guys aren't having an easy time causing me any grief. And if I start healing just before I do a spin attack, now they've got Guan Yu and if you guys remember my video on him, he does... Oh, let's not go in there and go play that. He has... his conviction ability allows him to heal his allies. It's time for me to go, but I think I'm going to help them with a couple of... No, I'm not going to be able to hold that. So we're going to go back. We're not going to give these guys a free pass if I can help it. But I do need to go back and heal. So thankfully I've bought that. So let's level up Torment. Or Torrent, sorry. Okay, now I could go all the way through here and get some additional bonus physical protection. But I think we're going to start our run towards aggression. And I want to go straight up to Jotun's Wrath. So I'm going to buy this upgrade here. And there we go. So I don't think he was, if that would have been a player, I don't think he would have been expecting to get me to get the drop on him like that. So I'm going to slow him down so he can't get away. So I'm able to better deal with him. Let's go play with these guys. Let's make sure he doesn't get back home. Yeah, because every guy that is allowed to get back home is a problem for you. Because, yeah, they're going to get to heal. You're not going to get the points for a kill. And they'll be back. Upgrades purchased. Oh, the whole 9 yards, right? Nope, I'm not going to be able to get that one. Even the towers aren't doing quite as much damage, so I'm able to get in there and cause trouble in the mix. Now, the teleport bonus of going into, of using Torrent is a great way to deal with situations like when your friend or enemy throws up a wall when you want to be aggressive and chase. Now, as you guys have probably seen over the course of my introduction videos, a lot of times chasing doesn't help you. It actually probably gets you in more trouble than it should. Now, if you've got allies supporting you, that's not so bad. If you got a healer sitting right behind you, well, you can turn that around. Now, I don't want him to ruin his chances of getting in, so we're going to let him just get in. Now, I've got a bunch of guys to play with here, so we're going to hit them while Ymir has them frozen. I'm going to throw my axe actually down right here, and we're going to be fairly aggressive, see how many of them we can take out. So we got 2 of them before they could all get home. So I definitely don't take credit for all the damage, but everything I can do to help the team works really well, and you can tell that with my kills and assists. I'm fairly even on how I'm helping. So that probably wasn't my best option for a teleport there, because I kind of threw myself into harm's way without really a way out of that situation. So we're just going to throw that right at his feet. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to get out of that. So, all right. So they've got a siege minion coming. I'm not as good at dealing with siege minions with this particular character build. Now I could bring up his critical. Warriors are another class that get access to critical. So we might play with that, see what happens as I see how much damage I can potentially do. Because I can upgrade critical twice, and I've got a fair bit of physical protection. So we'll see if we can up the damage to a pretty aggressive level. Oh, this guy is going to get through, because I don't know... Not being familiar enough with the game, I couldn't tell you why sometimes they'll stop and sometimes they don't. If anybody else knows, you're welcome to let me know. It would be nice to learn what stops them from being aggressive. Alright, I don't want to go to my hammer, so... And, oh, nope, didn't get in. Okay. I was hoping to stop him from getting in, but I'm about to be stunned by cavalry charge, so... Alright, so let's throw that down. And I'm going to slow everybody down, so hopefully my allies can get in here. There we go, there's 1 kill for Kulkan. No, they're not going to get away, but Anubis is not going to get home. So these guys are going to tussle with me here. I can keep them over here where they aren't fighting my allies, which is good. I'll just heal up a bit. Oh, there we go. My critical damage is starting to help. Let's see if I can... Oh, no, I got stunned. Let's see if... Oh, I got drunk. Okay. There we go. So, actually went relatively quickly. So as you can see, I played a very aggressive version of Chaac. Depending on your situation, you may build differently. His abilities lend to being in there, getting aggressive, and then pulling back a bit to he's got a decent, with his ability to slow things down with that rainstorm that he calls, that kind of follows him along. That's a great way to... So, you know, and as long as you're paying, and if you get used to paying attention to his passive ability, you may be able to cast more of your abilities more often, of the ones that you want, because they will you'll be getting the right ones at the right discount. Okay, so here you go. There's Chaac. See you guys again next time.